Hi everyone, I'm JJ with today's QOTD Question of the Day, and today it's all about our forever meals. We asked fans, you can only eat 3 meals for the rest of your life. What is for breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Record your answer and come be in the show.
As answers arrive, we add them to our 24-hour live game stream. You can also check out the QOTD playlist right now for some of the best answers so far.
And don't miss the Thursday Big Show at 1 p.m. Eastern, where you'll help pick our weekly champion. I mean, my wife says that she'd be happy if she could just have a pill every day. You know, she doesn't care about variety in food. For her, it's just like, let's get some calories in. People like routines. It's efficient. It's dependable. Like Johnny likes turkey sandwiches, so let's give him a turkey sandwich every day, right? That's risk-free. When you start to think about having like oatmeal for breakfast and a sandwich for lunch and a steak for dinner every single day forever and ever and ever. I mean, I think even if you were having filet mignon, like on the 99th serving, you'd be ready to just chuck that out the window. And I think that that's ultimately what this question is really about, is like, what's the meal that's not going to make you jump right out of your brain? As I went through like some of the answers that are coming in right now, the casseroles are the ones that really jumped out at me. The mac and cheeses and the chilies and all this kind of stuff where like within that dish itself, it's got a ton of different things. And I think that that's the only way that you could do this without tearing your hair out.
To engage with different foods, different taste palettes, it's part of the meaning of life, is just like experiencing all there is to offer. And so, I think the casserole is a very good way to kind of get the best of both worlds.
No one said you couldn't switch up the condiments.
Yeah, I mean, the rules in this thing are like very questionable. It's like, well, if I say eggs, does that mean I can have a different style of eggs every day? But I'm taking it like from the pure perspective that it's like one meal, it's exactly the same. You're going to have the same thing every day. Within that meal, there better be like little crunchy things and little soft things. You know what I mean?
Is a meal just one dish, or could it be multiple courses? Because I'm somebody that I need a sweet treat after every meal. If it's iced coffee, if it's like even a mint sometimes, or at the end of the night, it's probably ice cream.
We are the rules committee, so we can decide, what we want. But it does say meals. It doesn't say 3 dishes.
I think maybe you could pick and choose if you want to do the full. We're like, okay, today's a full day. We're leaning in, or it's like I'm just gonna be.
Well, you don't have to eat
I'll
it,
be skinny today.
I feel like you can't have like 35 starches. It has to be like what somebody, and maybe a very hungry person, but what somebody could reasonably order.
JJ, I'm gonna call you out because even though you have the option of variety in your everyday life, every time we go to a diner, you have the exact same order. So this is just to say there are creatures of habit out there, and maybe it would drive some people crazy, but JJ, I think you might be living the life.
So whenever we like go to a diner, don't even need to look at the menu. Every time I order 2 over easy eggs, bacon, hash browns, and toast. And like that's literally wherever we go for a diner. Even if it's like dinner, I'll get breakfast for dinner.
And you know what? I can't even say anything because I also get chicken tenders every time I'm at a diner.
I have to admit that I'm a couple eggs over easy, corned beef hash, rye toast. Yeah. So maybe this thing isn't that hard. Maybe we could do it. I think that the real problem is going to be dinner. I think lunch, I'll go for a turkey sandwich every day. But dinner.
We talk about, I will say, it's a really big thing right now is girl dinner. The idea is essentially that you just fill up on little fixins of food. So you're getting your variety in, but it's not really a cohesive meal. Oftentimes you don't even have to cook. It's like, I'm going to take some leftover pickles and 4 slices of turkey and some plain toast. And you know what? If I'm still hungry, I'm going to have like my leftover Doritos.
Like there's so many different foods that you can have at different times. Like you could have breakfast for dinner, you could have breakfast for breakfast. I know a lot of times girl dinner can be like, it can be a charcuterie board, or it could be oatmeal and something else. And so I think that's another part of the question. That's a bit of the variety. It's not just what foods you're having, but also what foods you're having and when. It's like a schedule, like a puzzle that you're putting
You're
together.
saying all that's part of girls' dinner? A girl dinner, I should say.
Yes.
If I was going to give the counterpoint to that and talk about guy dinner, it's exactly the opposite. Because guy dinner is like 6 hours in front of like the smoker, like cooking up some ribs with like some amazing sauce. And then we're going to just go and eat that until we fall asleep.
Somebody said their boy dinner was just an entire rotisserie chicken.
Exactly. Yeah, and no forks involved. But you got to guard against the dogs. The dogs will steal boy dinner. Dogs love boy dinner.
I think I've just decided on what my full meal is mostly.
Oh.
Breakfast, it's going to be fruit smoothie and some cereal. Lunch is going to be a salad, the same salad I get from Chopped. It's like a chicken salad, and then dinner is going to have to be breakfast for dinner because I can have that all day.
So here are my final choices. So for breakfast, I gotta go eggs. I love eggs so much. I wrote a song about it that I will sing during the epilogue. But then for lunch, I don't really care that much about lunch. I actually don't often eat lunch. I just like grab something. And so for that one, I'm going boy dinner. I'm gonna take, that leftover, like maybe lo mein, and like have that for lunch, right? And then for dinner, this is the tough one. And I've been talking casserole up the whole time, but we were also talking barbecue. I'm going to have to go with barbecue. I'm going to have to go with pulled pork sandwich.
I am glad we came to this ruling because I'm going to go breakfast avocado toast, switch up the spices if I'm feeling fancy, iced coffee, switch up, add some different flavorings and syrups depending on how I feel too. So that variety is in there. And that's like a good base for my day, I think. I'm the same way as you, Keith. I don't really like sit down for lunch. I just grab stuff. But I think I'm going to go with a caprese panini, maybe with some chicken for some added protein. Dinner's the toughie. I'm going to go with a pasta base. I might go mac and cheese and throw some different fixins in there. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm going with rigatoni alla vodka.
Yeah.
And I can add like bacon or different little fixins every now and then ice cream for dessert. And I'm going to go strawberries.
I could have had either of your meal lineups. That would be okay for me too. You guys made good choices. Puttanesca. That's the way I would have gone with my pasta.
Or like a seafood paella for dinner. That could be a move.
It goes on and on. We have to decide.
I know. I'm sticking to my guns. That's what we did. And guys,
it's like you're having buyer's remorse as you're walking down the aisle. No.
I know we have to end this now because otherwise it's like, let us know what you think of our girl and boy dinners and record your own answers using the links below. Make sure to subscribe, follow, or register to get new questions and announcements delivered right to your daily feed.
Yes, thank you everyone who's watched, voted, and recorded so far. Remember, the top voted answers make it into our Thursday Big Show, so vote and record away.
And if this question leaves you hungry for even more QOTDs, you can say thank you to us by recording, by commenting, by sharing, or by liking our channel on YouTube. In fact, if you really, really like it, go ahead and send us a thanks on YouTube. We totally appreciate it, and we will give you a shout out on the air.
Thanks for dining with us, and let us know if you could only eat 3 meals for the rest of your life, what would you pick? Now play us out, Keith.
I love eggs. They're my favorite breakfast food. I love eggs in the morning, loving morning, mighty good.